Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So today is another video in the whole series of new makeup releases where I'm just talking about something that caught my eye or something that I thought was less, So in any case, we're going to go right into it because we have quite some things to talk about. As you know, Samantha March is the original creator of the whole series, so I'm going to leave her channel and the community playlist of the Will I Buy It community in the description box, so you can check it out if you want to, as well as my sources from Instagram and also the things that I'm going to talk about. So let me just go to the side to make some room, and there we go. Okay, I'm going to start out this video with the balm. So the balm is coming out with the What's the Tea collection palettes. So there is one palette that is iced tea, the other one is hot tea, and I don't know. Why I want to talk to you about this is not really the colors of the eyeshadow palettes, because obviously that's not my kind of a tea, but it's those pen shapes on the left side, those teacups. While this is cute for a 5-year-old pretend tea party, this is not for me. I just think this is silly. I don't like stuff like this. I want my palettes to look professional and nice and in nice rows without any weird shapes that distract me. So this is not for me, besides the shades themselves, the colors not being for me. But I just wanted to show you, that's I don't think so. That's not me. But there is something that is really, really nice, and that is from Wet n Wild, and this is their Rebel Rose collection. And I think this is super cool. If you remember last time, we spoke about the Rose Garden palette, and that was my highlight of last week's video. And there we go with the Rebel Rose, which is also in the whole flower kind of thing, I love that. So the Rebel Rose collection, they're coming out with all kinds of stuff. Oils, toners, serums, blushes, quads, balms, scrubs, a lot. And the brushes there in the middle that are shaped like roses, I think that's really, really cute. I would not go and buy them because I need my makeup to be functional, but it's a cute thing. They sort of went with the topic and then followed it through the whole way, and I do appreciate that. That's cute. So there are the quads, and obviously those colors are a little bit too muted for me to like them, and I also don't like quads. If you're not new here, you know that I am not going into this like everybody I see on YouTube. All those YouTubers that I'm following, they're like totally into quads, and they say we need smaller palettes and we need this and that and the other thing, and it has to be small and it has to be quads, and I don't agree. I like big eyeshadow palettes, It shouldn't be like 40 shades, overwhelmingly big, but I love to have 15 shades, 20 shades, fine. It shouldn't maybe be more than that, but I can totally handle it. It doesn't, it doesn't bother me at all. I love the variety. I love to create 100 million different looks with one palette, and if you have a quad, you're very limited. Of course, you can always pull in other palettes and stuff, but I like the variety, and I like to have a lot of possibilities what I can do. So quads is not for me, but there are a lot of people who really, really like that. So that might be a whole collection that might speak to a lot of people. Then there is Marc Jacobs, and he's coming out with the Steel collection, and this is the palette that goes with that Steel collection. So yeah, it looks like that. When I saw that the first time, I thought they had put a filter over the picture, when brands like sneak peek something, that they're working on something but they don't yet want to release the actual shades in the palette. So this is how it looked. I did not realize for quite a bit that this is actually how the palette is gonna look. With all that being said, I know that when you're wearing something colorful and you're modeling in front of a gray background, then the colors will just pop like crazy. So I think if you have blue eyes or green eyes and you're wearing these colors on your eyes, then it might very well be that your eye color really, really pops, and that can be super beautiful. For me personally, this is too muted, it's too dead. I cannot live like this. I don't know, it's not my piece of cake. Just wanted to show you this is out there. If you're into that, that's totally fine. You know, everybody has to make their own choices. For me personally, it is not my piece of cake. But there is a piece of cake coming up that is totally my piece of cake, and that is from NARS, and it's the Hot Tryst Cheek Palette, and it looks like this. It's so stunning. I love the packaging and how the packaging reflects the actual surface of the shades. It's so cool. I know it's gonna rub off as soon as you start using them and everything, but still, this picture is awesome. I love that. I love the actual shades. They look flawless, so I really like that. I can't get this here, so this is gonna stay a dream, but I think it's really nice, really pretty. Another thing that is very promising is from Rena Cosmetics, and I have heard amazing things about Rena Cosmetics, about her formula, about the quality of her shades. So she is coming out, or sneak peeking, green shades that are going to launch in March. So we're seeing those first 4 here, and they look so good. And I've heard from so many YouTubers that they swear by the Rena Cosmetic formulas in mattes. So that would be something that I would be super intrigued, but I know that she's pricey. Yeah, but it's super beautiful, and I can't wait to see what else is going to be in that collection. Do you remember that at the beginning of 2019, it was announced that coral would be the color of the year? And I said, we don't need coral to be the color of the year, we need green to be the color of the year. And I guess Rena heard me, because green is amazing. I love green so much, and any shade of green. Like, I could go for whatever shade she's gonna come out. If she would come out with like a 20 shade palette just with greens, I would love that. That would be so amazing. I want that for my birthday. Yeah, so something else I'm very excited about is actually from MAC. And last week we spoke about the Art Library palette, a very colorful palette if you remember. So now they're showing us extra dimension eyeshadows, and they look like this. Do you see the purple? That is actually something that will eventually come to my country, and I will be able to go to a store and check it out. So I will do that. I will probably have to work 10 night shifts washing cars out on the street in order to have the money to actually buy this, because this is gonna cost, in my country, MAC is so expensive. I know that it is in general high end what the prices are concerned, but in my country, let me tell you just a tiny little story, okay? When I'm filming this yesterday, I went to our local MAC store. I wanted to buy a black waterproof eyeliner pencil to tightline my waterline. Yeah, so I went there, I told them what I wanted. She told me the price, and I know that the quality was amazing and everything. You know, she told me the price and I almost fainted. It was almost $30 for one pencil. Now tell me, is that still normal? I don't understand the relations between products and prices anymore. What is really the value and all of this? I'm totally overwhelmed with this topic. This is how I reacted. So, and then she was really nice to me. She said, "It's okay, girl. You don't have to explain." Sort of saying, you know, you can just walk away. It's okay. So I thought that was really nice of her. And I left the store. I said, "I'm sorry, I can't. I want so much, but that is too much money for me. Sorry." You know? So yeah, so that's that. But with all that being said, that purple might be worth some night shifts. So I will let you know. If you see that here featured on my channel, then you know that I sort of made some money to be able to afford this. Okay, the next thing that I will not ever spend money on is this. This is from Beauty Blender, and they are coming out with 2 new sponges, the Electric Violet and the Electric Violet Swirl Sponge. this is something I don't understand, you know. And it's not only Beauty Blender, there are other companies who are coming out or releasing or sneak peeking one new color of that and that sponge, and people are like, whoa. Huh? I don't understand this. I don't. It's a sponge, you know. And let me tell you, this sponge in Canadian dollars, it's gonna be $26 for a sponge. Now, if that sponge would be as big as a car, then I would understand, but it's not. It's a sponge, and it will be dirty because it's going to be covered with makeup. I don't understand. I really, so I just needed to share this because, you know, I maybe I'm too old for this. I really don't understand, but this is gorgeous. So this is from Benefit, and this is the California, what's it called? California blush. That's lovely. I mean, are you kidding me? This is gorgeous. I have something similar from MAC, which is this one here, and that's the Telling Glow Extra Dimension blush. It is though a little bit more muted and not as vibrant as this one here from Benefit, and I love this. I mean, yes, the packaging and the imprint on the blush is beautiful. It's gonna rub off. I would never buy it for that, but the whole design is amazing, and I love this one, and the color, it warms my heart. And when, you know, I want to sing when I see something like this. I'm looking for these kinds of colors in blushes. So beautiful. So that is lovely. I wish I would have it. It's not available to me, but this is something that I would really love. Another thing where the color so spoke to me is from Black Moon Cosmetics, and they are coming out with a new black metal liquid lipstick, and the shade name is Devil. So I can go without that because I don't know, it's just negative for me. Devil is negative for me. I need positive vibes. I want to have good things, you know. But this color is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You see it here swatched on all kinds of different skin tones, and to me it looks like this is the universal red, dark, strong color that sort of fits everybody. It is amazing. It looks absolutely stunning on every single skin tone. So I love this. I would consider wearing this, and you know that I'm not too much into bold lips, but this is absolutely stunning. I love it so much, from Black Moon Cosmetics. Then there is Unique Beauty, and they are coming out with their Valentine's collection, which is already online, and it's heart-shaped eyeshadow pens that you can buy individually or as like in a palette. So the heart-shaped I don't need, but when you look at that blue there in the middle, and to me it looks like there is even like a slight purple shift in that blue, and it is so rich and amazing. I mean, to put that blue at the center of the picture makes so much sense. This is the highlight. I love that. I wonder what else is in that collection. I would really like to see it, but this blue is absolutely stunning. Now, I don't like the hearts. I don't need hearts. Just give me squares or round pens. That's totally fine. I do understand that it's the Valentine's collection, and you know, they try to be cute. Cute is not for me when it comes to makeup. I want it to be practical, and I want it to be clear lines and no distractions. But nevertheless, this is very stunning. Then there is Max Up the Makeup Cosmetics. Max Up the Makeup, and they're coming out with their Flower Child palette. As far as I know, this is their first palette. And it is in that whole Flower Child vibe. As you can see, very colorful flowers, and you know I'm colorful. I love flowers, so that's I just have to wait till the truck turns around. Can you stop? Really? I think it's a street sweeper or something, you know, these machines. It just makes a lot of noise right outside my window. Anyway, so that's the Flower Child palette. So those colors are really, really pretty, except maybe those two muted light pinks there in the top row. I don't need those because I wouldn't like wouldn't know what to do with them. I don't use ever any transition shades or anything, so it would be a shame for me to buy a 9-pan palette and just use the coming back. Just ignore them, okay? I just want to finish this video. And so for me it would be a shame to have a 9-pan palette and to just be able to use 7 of the shades. But other than that, I'm sure a lot of people will have a lot of fun with this palette. Plus, there is something actually that I would change. If I would have designed the palette, and that's really just me, my personal thing, that if I would have designed the palette, I would have left the left side where the actual pans are, I would have left that in a unicolor and not have this crazy pattern among or around the eyeshadow pans, because I find that extremely distracting and exhausting for my eyes. But that's just me. So I would have left it maybe in a light blue or in a yellow or whatever, orange, you know. So I would have liked that. But other than that, I think it's a very cute palette. I wouldn't buy it, but it's a very nice palette. Same thing goes for Doll Beauty. They're coming out with this Sweet Treats palette, which looks like this, and it sort of resembles what's it called? Like a case of chocolates that you would give, you know, to your loved one. Now my husband knows that he can never give me chocolate because I don't eat anything that is not healthy. So and I don't want any flowers because I start to cry when people cut off flowers for me. So I don't like that either. So it's very hard to make me happy. But well, he can always buy me makeup. So besides that, so this is from Doll Beauty, and I think it's actually a very cute palette, though all the shades, there are like 5 shades in the top left corner of the palette that look extremely similar. With that being said, I have seen that palette in a different picture where the whole palette looked way more brown. So I hope for Doll Beauty that this is actually how the palette looks, because this is way more beautiful than the other palette that was maybe in a different light or something. So this looks cute. I don't need it because I do have in my certified palettes and all of that, I have those shades. I don't need them, but I just wanted to show you it's cute. I also don't like necessarily the shape of the palette itself. I'm not so much into, as you know, I'm repeating myself, into these weird shapes. I like simple, square, whatever, you know, sleek and functional. That's what I like, but you know, it can be cute. So for some people it might just as well be cute. Then there is Blush Tribe. So Blush Tribe is now showing us the Neon Dreams palette. I think it's called Neon Dreams. They have told us in January, in the beginning of January, that they are trying to, in the summer I think, release this neon palette. And they had, if you remember, I think I spoke about this in either the first or my second video in this series, that they are looking for a person to be the face on the palette. And I had sent in my selfie, they had asked, send in your selfies and then we'll choose one of you to be the face on the palette, and in return you'll get like a gift package from Blush Tribe, and your face is going to be on a palette. I mean, hello, right? So I was very hopeful. Of course they didn't choose me, but anyway, after a couple days, and it took really like just 2-3 days, Blush Tribe had to take that post down because people started hating on Blush Tribe, because they were saying Blush Tribe is extorting people, for not paying them for being the picture on the palette and all of that. And I thought, and I also spoke about that in one of my videos, I was so upset about this, because why do people have to be so difficult about everything? You know, nobody is forcing anyone to send in their picture. If they don't want to be on the palette, then don't send in the picture. Nobody's forcing them, so why being so hateful? Anyway, Blush Tribe ended up taking down that post and saying that they're closing that competition to be on that on the palette. So now they are showing us the palette, and they have chosen 2 influencers. I don't personally know them. They're either from YouTube or from Instagram or from somewhere. There are 2 people on the palette. didn't manage to find that picture. If I do till I'm finished editing, then I'll still include it, but I've seen other YouTubers use that picture, so it must be available somewhere. So they have chosen them, and it looks like it's going to be finalized soon, and it's going to come out soon. So this is something that I actually want to order. I love that the background is black and how much the colors stand out in front of that black. I love that. And yeah, I think this is going to be super, super awesome to work with. I love Blush Tribe. Am I wearing Blush Tribe today? I think I am. Yes, I am. So, you know, Blush Tribe is one of my most favorite formulas. And anyway. Okay, next thing is Rena Cosmetics, and that is their Spring Forward palette, and it's a very, very lovely spring color pastelic kind of palette, which you can see here, and it looks really, really lovely. It has at least 2 pressed glitters in there, which I could go personally without. I like my glitters to be loose, and I would prefer to have like 2 shimmers or something like that. But overall, I think this palette is really pretty. I would prefer to have maybe 2 more darker shades, so I could create within one palette, I could create a little bit more depth in a look, because I personally really love that. But overall, I think this is a very, very sweet palette for whoever is into pastels. Okay, Lime Crime. Lime Crime is coming out with matte velveteen liquid liquid lipsticks, and they look awesome. Aren't they gorgeous? So, so pretty. So $20 each. You know, I don't know, I don't understand. They are so pretty though. The shades are amazing, really, really lovely. Just wanted to show you that this is really, really awesome. Okay, so I've been talking for so long. Okay, so there is Glamlight. Glamlight came out, and I think that was in December maybe. They came out with that pizza palette that you see it here on the picture, and now they're coming out with those little triangle pizza slices with lashes in them. So I'm going to include, because I'm really talking about the lashes, I'm going to include a different picture now with just the lashes, because I think they are gorgeous, and I always like to include at least one kind of a release of lashes in my videos, because I'm a lash girl, you know, I love that. So I personally could go without that kinky packaging, even though this is already so kinky that it's already cool. But I could live without it, but the lashes are really pretty. Then there is a release from Sleek Makeup, which is the Love Shook highlighter palette, and it looks like this, and it is so pretty. I love that. I love those shades so, so much. And Sleek is also not super, super expensive. I have 2 Sleek highlighter palettes. The only thing that I have with those palettes is that they are extremely sensitive to fingerprints, and that is a little bit annoying. Like, even if you keep your stuff clean, the second you touch it, you have fingerprints on it, and that I don't like. So this one is very, very light. It's almost too light for my liking, because I've just changed my personal preferences, and I have this palette for like 1.5 years already. So, but this one is really, really gorgeous, and I love this one. So, so pretty. Okay, girls, we are almost done. The last thing is from Charlotte Tilbury Makeup, and she is coming out with 3 limited edition matte, new matte shades of bullet lipsticks, and they look like this, and they are awesome. And she writes here that they're inspired by the 90s supermodel era. So I don't know, I remember the 90s. I remember the supermodels. Apparently they wore these kinds of lipsticks, or these shades of lipsticks, which is really pretty. I love matte nudes. I love bullet lipsticks more than I love liquid lipsticks. So this is really, really pretty. It will for sure cost an arm and a leg. So I'm not gonna have this, but it's okay. So just wanted to show you this, and now I'm gonna go back in the middle because we're done officially. So what was your perfect release this week? Either here from my video or from Instagram, from whatever you're following. Feel free to let me know in the comment section. I would love to have your opinion about my video, or about makeup or about releases or about prices or about all of these things, please feel free to share with me because I love to have your feedback. Besides that, if you're new here, then please feel free to subscribe to my channel. All of you, if you liked the video, then please give it a like. And I can't wait to see you again for my next video, which is going to be very, very soon because I release at least 3 videos per week. So we're going to meet here next time very soon. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Love you so much. Bye.